If you want this portrait to bear any resemblance to you, stop fidgeting. Stand up straight. And turn your head towards me. There. Hold that pose.
What brought you to Teer, Fradee? Why have you been drawing all these sketches?
So that your island can be appreciated by the rest of the world. Everything is new for us here. We have so much to learn, and who knows, the flora of your country could very well save mine.
Save it from the sickness you told me about?
The Malachor, yes. This is what I hope, in any case. It's taken so many lives back home. I do hope we haven't brought it here, too. I heard there were some sick people in the village. Let's talk about something else. This is the big day, is it not?
Yes. Today is the day Nilan and I begin our initiation.
Ah, I thought as much when I saw that strange woman appear in the village. Congratulations, you must... your mother approaches and she doesn't seem too pleased.
Fravidem amaralgum takasare noigse adiven. Kahole yesad kaids, quesa puisigach. Da regusag anedi essa. Adveld ole sonne dead. Toig, ment minan velu dead.
Oh, ria idam averacha vatir. Radit ka magrantam no.
Navreg da gomorosi nes valem. Ad gailu dadem esredas donegad sadiu.
Ah, fravinda vatir. Radidu dadem riaidem evrach.
Mad, vreg datarus. Tagade takata garantam.
Shouldn't you get going? I don't wish to be the cause of you getting in trouble with your mother.
Tell me about your people, the lions.
It is funny that you call us lions, because that symbol actually comes from a different nation than the one I call home. The coat of arms you're familiar with belongs to the Bridge Alliance, and it uses symbols from each of the peoples that make up the alliance. The lion is on the Mosinian coat of arms, but the Sinopole, another name for green, and the gold come from my nation, Teer, and the azure from Thraxis. The three nations who make up the alliance are very different, but they have a common interest in fighting the same enemies. They fight side by side, sharing ideas, research, and goods. To the outside world, they are seen as a single people. But believe me, Morsinis are nothing like the scholars of Teer or the boyars of Thraxis.
Did you say there were other people on your island?
Yes, there are actually other nations, in fact. I think I've already told you that we don't come from an island, but a continent, a vast land. Teer is located to the west. You may have come across missionaries from this country. They have also settled on Teer. They believe in religion and magic, and want to convert the world to their narrow vision of things. I must admit that they have remarkable architecture, but we've been at war with them for over 3 centuries. To the south is the Merchant Congregation, a league of city-states whose power lies in their talent for trade. They are skillful diplomats, and have made their neutrality an undeniable strength. They too have recently settled on your island. If you see elegant dandies dressed in silk who want to trade you something, you're definitely dealing with someone from the congregation. The Dutan Empire is situated between Teer and our alliance. It is a huge land, and we are also at war with them. Their country is being torn apart by civil war, which is most likely the reason they haven't attempted to settle here yet. Finally, the free cities are in the very middle. They are a relatively young nation, perched high in the mountains. They have just won their independence from the Empire. Most of the mercenaries in the Coin Guard come from this country.
What brought you to Teer, Fradee?
It is a long story. For a time, I was no more than an armchair scientist. That's what we call naturalists and cartographers, whose work is based solely on the accounts of other people. I read travel memoirs written by others, and studied plants brought back from other people's travels, without ever leaving the comfort of my university. I had more adventurous friends who ventured across the seas and traveled through enemy lands to bring home knowledge. But I found it inessential. I thought they were taking nonsensical and unnecessary risks. With age, I've come to the realization that I've made some terrible mistakes by relying solely on other people's experiences. So when I heard about Teer Fradee, this famous, promised land, I wanted to see it for myself.
What's so special about the illness you told me about?
It's a disease we didn't know anything about. It wasn't mentioned in any of our ancient books. Seemingly overnight, hundreds of people all over the continent were stricken. Then thousands. All those who catch it lose their eyesight. Then their blood becomes black and thick. Eventually, they have to be locked up because they go mad and become violent. And then they die. In some cities, entire neighborhoods have been deserted, with the doors boarded up from the outside. Everyone has lost at least one relative. We must find a cure, or our civilizations will disappear.
You mentioned your country, Toinia. What can you tell me about it?
Compared to your island, it is a dry country with no large forests like you have here. But our stone is rich in minerals. We have sprawling, beautiful cities, as well as small fishing, mining, and farming villages. Above all, it is a land of scholars, where science is celebrated and honored. It is governed by an assembly of wise men we call Sotharks, who are elected by each region for their great knowledge. I could explain our political system in detail, but frankly, it's rather complex and very different from yours.
You mentioned another people of the Alliance. Traxis?
Traxis is a vast territory that became a nation fairly recently. My country even tried to conquer it at one point. It must be said that for centuries, their chiefs did nothing but fight amongst themselves. Actually, it was the attack by my nation that pushed them to rally against a common enemy and ultimately forged them into a nation. They are formidable horsemen, and their cavalry is a major asset in the war against Teer and the Empire. They are coarse and unscientific, but without them, we'd probably have ended up bending the knee to our enemies.
What is Morsinia?
It is an ancient island nation to the far north of the continent, with a climate similar to yours. They are more isolated and protected from the Empire and Teer, though part of their population adheres to a similar religion. However, they decided to join the Alliance to safeguard their independence and religious difference from their neighbors' proselytizing zeal. They are normally ruled by a queen, but they have an assembly of nobles and representatives of cities who advise her and make the laws. They are a refined, cultured people, and their science is admirable, but they're rather haughty.
I should go now.
Yes, I wouldn't want Minan to regret letting me stay here. Come and see me again when you can.
Is vir, sag sie in bwysam.
Tegedent konkubarg roarga berag da roigi en alboidet. Es folla dem es betrekam kon fadag jamar den evedon. Oroigandi ea podole mada diven.
Quel na coid mara crocena ol mar da harbero da he varton. Na meind farbero et soidon da rene.
Sela heda, vor kento flan sabrichtom nui dom.
Na smewinem vor ken sindad da arsisau da garantamen. Na frichti corte sonegad.
Smein em fravind, velolto, et ja es cor da sonegad. Ariden ger, esto es sa.
Diewe der alwi samel sin aniloin. Tegets dailu mali minen kasin.
Ja, es dogemment radidao de hededmad ja taurebs nes oklendi.
Fravins em frank de dierna an hevigem. Vuterach, mavridan deolt nes sedmat. Smeuin quisem se cavinanem samel nes diernam toflanem.
Es do ugesin, em navregen comarosi dwint. Tegedem.
Estrahem peresagto. Radidendam sachend jagam da windluchton.
Caer? Adadordam se jagases radai de ragach. Naistalemi, a convenie frasi? Es radadore naikse jam linguides bei en mishe daen?
Ja esa radida no convenda quena sequena. Boken quis a jechtam da jungari vigi.
Das echter me em voglendna is junga de la renoixa. Sag broig de neis luchton ja is ten. Qui fravin ma berden varsa tenjasim miklodaik dequils.
Madid danita vuxanti, hadiern, haval, adiernachach. Radidadera mens veludes?
Es dechem da gom frangide da dierna. Es menilanem, agesines fridenem ger. Es nie voglendaiga.
Nilan. Es dechem dam kasin. Es meshedam. Voglinde kaishedan.
Vridenger. Es les anumam. Muy crimodorig. Frichtig. Credo. Anilaim. I voglendaik. Sago es esa. Si arula mai aidam. Tu si dame sara di doa. E varach a vinain. Con frangdis. Mi aniru se maledi. Quanto ribadari malarede dao a yoenga.
Estrag me closted saradida. Na mem eve me armantiam sam tisrunoixa.
Sage sam. Rense danie dechem farwedi, daher camem far voglendi. Voglendis desases redis ed jaes radei emesto. Kiden donegada shantamen lag obledenen. Es radei em adraig quahi luchton ten. Nas ordis da doiga araigidem. Bad oleg loan de farwedi duis a magenta.
Qua avolem sega doflein. Quae dem fleidas dat susudi esin neis luchtemen jaquensend. Esca overschede a sonea joam.
Manas tangwatrit? Quaevret radides cavevam.
Samo radidu quis. Na coidem mandeam sam mada cavernoixa. Lientara orgi, neis henese. A contagidem es anaogi maragdent. Sagnaule. Quedem es quinda agenta leis rog. Care de sienda venemen ugemendov. Ages abimelam vas, andevarsem noixio voglendi en mished ni. Ami frogus moinem vedere.
Ja, is for concurrentum. In vert daca dedi amice, a vogliend morocche.
Vorken dada dovar legu en confarueda. Na smeuin em esfir da vregus in da sonegat.
Vorkend dam da doverleku, es vir. Es meo enem es fola dem bod ad aberag da nes luctum.
Ad loreto, crimo derit ma vanteama, na linquident on a drog beesa.
Quet fravins mader cahe dierna mavai?
Fravin del Samel si gusudue, arole sonegada a heneseis Samel dienem hach gedactas. Es crimo derik seva now ca henesam, des mare se vis, ag find enom mil fictaman, ag ranon, moiolole hoila. Marca se viem si es na fravind marag, nama emse de vikshad hirem. Sageras de enclostedas, o sie hade segama va heleg suisi.
Quid bud edetmad, jam bud radai de ledach?
Na pravinde novege, es runam donegade, sag voglendade, ed an denachtem, laua, sed me van atroflanem, anondagam qual sheid, fledade. Echred neis sonigad sen, ages olod moi crimoderiga gam de hen o miu frictimen, tege dad ni mag. Ages Fradee de gedo, donegadaman, da halinia rimo.
Es armem confrangum edierna.
Farea dis adiuem dissima. Encar sed, e corei cam davani legiside, ad echte gledan.
Ad loredar avail. Vregam esoleda hedesi e quel scedemen evigi.
Quet mens aridengar? Es anken vardo da harlam de sonegat vir?
Radit quam caveneg nascor quid vregda donegat. Quai? Quod vel sarigem?
Es Fradee vogel donegat vir, nes luchtos, nes vis, on nes enes, nes gorei, a nes luchtos. Na on renaixamen. Linquita visagach da oglendi den. Sacto combers forgrimodrem dent ja teugen de hetabe maile mares, samelma es dage. An mendu berent es anama en orgi agedit.
Quai gales meo leg vridanem ger?
Faret es to samel sin. Nas to samel quen, de jam kladen de vriden an duben an etalemem. Es to sames aloban. Jam to klade vintan lau. Sista hawel de hetira renoixamen nama began, a goita kene.
Radidames adevan everach.
Ko gwenoi dochtam.
Si eint voredidet.
Quetsiens radidau dem de ta rigem kengedo?
Samel fravins, srender olaundes qua rigem da hecoreem on diuem. Dam in verdu oleg da nadach oila.
Ja, fravind. Quies quan boa diwang, to ex regentrem agonole contortan.
Es quid vreig, es mavetom. Lemat, quan siendu serhu e vorkeni karmagi. Arulamoidend recoire da gelagem, quies quan es sidam. Arulamoidender oleg windgengeden da lengu in e kassem ol flinachi kabaram. Es san ni. Es neisgengeden da nadach e corei de doigau betrechimen confadag. Neu coreimen oil. A vognidme. Everoid oleg da vesidu de quiniet sient contor toigi, da hexregau vredes. Ada gwenaidau en na quenst unnes venemen.
Na fuxand torada doigi nadach nilani ame.
Na, ca gwenodachdam. Ama linquiodum tegedach ded nama, Es picnic dorme am siar requestis. Casid nilan erenoixa coem, se und flengu varent an ekiden vegem cados.
Oi, es voladem aruigam. Sag fravind quod nadachtem sies.
Es dorme dead. Sag es anken var he coreem da sonegada nui. Nasiens tegedachen von terram em crecht judwe.
Codes ta doese medoiga.
Broig began da madadem. Es e cavene ca haglidem queniane hamsteram. Na radid dead. Sag doeder em berd vare teniasem de jam quenst neis igem. Radidem es nama e inned jam cantabe da mordene magenoila. Es matiran cum lorgensam. Caladem da sei doi samedachtan. Anon dagam. Smewinem es loen ent da eloem vogelent. Em comlin marigem vogelaigi cahantrum. Tu sodent.
Es ad hagos nilanato. Es requesentri?
Siensem teget quelsach, frag da hadesi.
Nas ankenam. En veir toa nilain. Samel bradirem jauankach mikenes. Neuda moi.
Ah, rex ma hanemam.
Abaundad. Fravinzed. Agis da kenne, na?
Quel shet em naut anken vardu, da regu queseis samel.
Me casin. Sagcad, es velem arula maid.
Radidam es adivenevrach.
Cagwenadachtam. Es me antadabem, Oleg. Regde die jerne haar dech maar dat kagam frangi de tau glendi.
Ja, es mat goms wis me. Es e godom de henon mil frichtimen se on mishet he luchtom. Es voladem fletse da regu velu gleo ariden, ger? Ag vregu fors meunem de ta garantan renaik sadat.
O frag den eranoixa. Bigneg nas ring den ab shantanul mar.
Mad. Estogem radid minan. Disam gaidam en lamen e cam ferta voglendi.
Ja, adierna.
Velmu kagiden kodnade to seis. Nameundum ad nueri tortesia marauto.
Let's show them what we're made of!
Ennu entfar hasta hetalem.
Aled toflan tomad. Na vregt forsumunem dorkeniem da argumedau. Suisies radees galda nadach, ka gaishedon en vlaman. Ami frogu. Estradees nama relusem da huis radachtam. Dayam vregames tulanem no. Quedes donegada.
Estonea ja diglenend ag amkerdend. Swisja foiduer, ara koream a farberd ed da already.
Sa amarag moi. Navreg dis fors muenem oleg de karanser sen. Jamen nista nees der. Monesained nees wisfar nees luchtoma nees direm. Eskaeren jam vogelade. De me vrang gemesin. Klos due kiedon tiri. Avel du colli lagachtas re antamen lag. Lemat, ad noedam dau torten dis. Esrade amaroigade, etenaisem de jam quent suis reena. Aragdis, ebunedem ayagam. Estortem ael jam ad noedam, dam fis huis direm. En enegosom es siteneg. Sadiu est uvlerta viadidau ad luchtos, asien de bivedemen. Argadis en ad bois yandawi, milemen aberdisa bien varhas.
En velne dendere renoixe kaha ole de kad.
Klos dis me radidau kahuis valem. Vregdis suis vantem sies. Fravind ma his kenne.
Jo, sag ma velne dender. Quodes radeem vregar?
Budradaem vorhumes kasem farvad volad. Reumde en contortam nes luchtum.
Es fran de gadaktam voquel aridenger. Mad. Tegadis noa gadregdis quantorebander satorten.
Es esamina Ada lung a vogel duis. Quiniet mende tosidi.
Adiern tafloin.
Odier.
Es oleg loen me da elo duis arenta. Quetient vregu da oredi duis.
Da dau rebi nes voglendi, for varshede diernacha, da heuragi e bunede meteniosi, da jam quinzi vigem. Fravindu em na kante beter redees mad, sag na fravindu marag moi. Es ka ierte noisem nui?
Ja, na vaelo legs a comfarweda frag. Toig dis. Bokiden morden, da gantabe dis a morkedi. Sadiu esad glad. Es vel da linquidau de vregu vasi. Esten slana. Masuchtir. A se vinunt hanem morigan. Ages esa ent aurai dion.
Bird tirsimad alana agavargan. Es trag me da oglengdi ded. Na tug du em quinste de sataniasem.
Cantabed. Kodlad. Anna. Fabarag.
No, radit sino vorigan. Igidad matad ni kasen.
Es esa ni da already de. Quod tu mi dat noist?
Anit tosum kaidun nama hagledem queni. Samer siadamon. Sagavetusidu kodi kotromachtas. Tasienem oleg. Ageshred e feshidach ragontortag. Esem fontaram medagirach en moishayem. Anna fledach da hexregau. Kant habednem em velnem laumat. Samer mas helem en insistel. Aganes satoresi. Sa tladach, ja esolog marach.
Mother come tau seed begun everach. Sa cantabidu sam.
Samel me.
Na metoi ta grimoderin karadi dawa bodein. Vego me de ta igam. Welt tir simad arenta. Forir esa blad modern. Es reidiuan anao siend kengu. Arvred vas hesapis he vogel neis sonegadi.
Na fravindu toiugs velu de sadiu adoid.
Na sienta yigi de. Sag sienten a begen en edi sege a vogelde de.
Forir. Es ovun. Varem frangen der oila an evigem casin. Fared tusendrei donea da vuied an quonam maderca haglidon queni a coldi cotrumachtas casin.
Quantus ident suis hagledont quini?
Tausid kaval. Radiodum radem frag. Sagane tausum bonama han sademin. Sag echred namames. Esco hovon varem. Da elum ordeni ensa com lorgem.
Bud vel me vrekdem requis mother keid moimach. Sag nas me undem embo requis antrum.
Smiund moden casin. En bonama rara jabad barnen ab. Smoinem exre de loxen kroons revegen. A klostu a gunas da hei kiden vegem.
Estet requis nui? Vlegenem an darknet?
Farnas de herre Nykse?
Nein, ved moden blaganon. Anna togon buedo a leg by a dem de haven noiksa. Es namere fischen jam bed va. Agetorede nad jam bed sina va hasenza radam.
Fravind madelo banjigas. Agenonja marad. A sande e vlegenon. Forken madad me da hadni nodaudent.
Naliet toda nemi daudeis. Alana me minundanem. Sakes rade smiunend da holle ala dachtan. Samel modenem na esem sitena bigneg. Veish toreda fridenan. A ka gona dachtan na juda da here noiksa.
Nuitet suis vansen, vis nu achs quan tu sidet da gante bediten?
Na, es bledenem disaunit kahe saulem. Dare mau brosanamen an sed henab. Ane quendredem da veruva rimachamen. Anis feshid an enidem sang. Ag andreg da verue brosnan, ane diuid e diuig.
Es konjat kom frang se karnad. Ever di glenach elobomen ja es ankenem da me dadem hasi.
Pravind mad en enjer don fesche dahi modeni. Tegen casin en jaquen rendem. Tegen esin casinamon.
Es follad emes requis essin jaquert sateniasem?
Mae sinan es quae nas ten me casin.
Es voladem eurigames et mategedem esin. Adlereit si da suis red. Fregames eveliam sientum da horagi jagas caden.
Adlor hedwe sitri.
Eshrei da de nilan atodan e gada dag.
Vogolenta heda. Longt tira laun suis gamaman.
Auches redames macht da negada an nees helem? Sient radido qui quod velze rigem da negadi?
Es favarshed dag. Fared veld olaun deis quesa kahan. Es ni en aginon senigusir. Sinais senisais ag arrigo aria arigd e luchtum e maris. Farn de luiam vreg dahen on mil frichtimen suis. Ag eralam de vrego neis hadas. Sag, mendnika hadveri kasan daha henesem, adase henenai doiga. Le mat es nio lei en on e vergome doiga e suis ol fuidi. Igoiga a vogeloiga neis heneseis a neis luchtos. Sag oxolei es nisinyamender. Quan quenst neis dier quensum, keden neis evelem a neis hanimam. A quan exredem sen actionidem cahir cahisadem etalemi, adesm e garmam de hen on milfrichtimen. Ag abertidum nisais doid, da nadach doid da holeg.
Quetsient radidau qui de hededmad jam vrigames da hextredach da negada.
Oriden ger. Frovins emes runam. Oroigames quan teget da hamster.
Nas kam nilan. Esoleiam sient radidau emes noidam da remo ovunus varsi. Nas dedmad contortag, natagei dad en fonteram. Es inama ques puisig emes arulam, si da hex redach donigada. Mendi cair ex redach, vergoime doigamen, vogeloigamen, acadamen. Agem es arulam si da menau, casa enesem, a clos sei ganteli.
Quod da gwenedau en on milfrictimen? Vorvarset, furcan dame deum ael ma est deum.
Na fravin quedes deum da herenoixa. Sag es duron ques. Nas reda gwenidau en on milfrictimen. Es eden olei henesem. Sei hanemam. Sag es casin. Olaun gwen. Olaun rodanem. Agolaun alem ol scailidi varse. Es eden olaun deis. Anmendu as extrag ed dani. Nasferem neubenam. Es enolei grimuderem betus. Es onamil. Es ed o es ehenes. Aquel shade embud ed da holeg samelse.
Radides de hegarmam de hen on milfrictimen? Clos ed?
Es cantal jam closend olei sonigada wint holei wiem de he hamsteram quan menend daid. Anetusam es nama gantel en mednechti. Samel matiram ja gaida sosantam serantis da oglendi da gengu. Desa godom rem neis grimodere. A neis gadachtam, quan es ankenam dani. Sag, quan exredem sen samel mi, exred se cantal an enbrichtavi garmam. Ad galud casinde qued to gomberdem, da vuied en anumam nais luchtos. Tu soit si. Na querza cantel, imned neu ad mebelam. Beedu biem anduchtag asir en mished neis goraem. Ages loen mi da linquid mach dem sies da neis henesem. Que fravind, es fola dem bud meia toigdam da vunindau. E menawi desaya bud suis oglendoiga.
Ko awelem sega diarn.
Quan berda de hawlem var hasarenta.
Na broga bodem, es dormiema oregandi mar suctire in neis sonegada seg jagandat.
Lemat toigs da elu ta vatiro bocht? Ka e kaidas loe tu garanto renoigse?
Wat hier. Closes trag me ma crectit to. Sag echreda mach donegad. Es me done asi. Siejend guset ma garantmen, neo tegadach na ma de elue mali.
Ja, ja. Samel naida de eschredach asi de on quest. Sagment reiques?
Radit quam de madadem? Es coir kene. Benoid vregu fors meunem de.
Krechtig beru a golmenko. Sagna mein dem vregs fos meonem de. No dem, ma vinun hadem. Aua hangum kol biole laugum. Echte kanta beid koas. Boverem an de juchtag. Mednig, selgaig, kelga rigen. Bo fas Israele kassin. Abo esgetag klodag. Quajamem verdende genta e vigiclos quan radide a helgen. A to, kiden a mischident. Bud flana varem da ravindo da radido raketi quad samel vreg. Sag. Bud vel da nui di vederia. Est trag me.
Esto kenge dame vigi. Quedes es londem dad?
Dam? Na mara ganza vegem. Fragbo balg, mi diveru e linmene kengedemen. Buidrana se vogolaigamene korai. De sea esoleg arolam da harawigi e vakaramen. Da sea exregent. Sag au. Au ad komfrangt te dade talemem. Frichtig de ole sakuvai. Mamens da dugi e hanema me kengedemen. Es velem forvershed dat a garantam shedanno.
Olaun egem kadid Amsterdam ka urkanem baraidar. Nas meun zem sien dar noiksa beru quesa dagdani?
Quesa dag? Na. Franged samel fedu kana gaigi vroigi. Atusidendara no orleides. Kobenend quena? Nuidende lerg abamen? Qualend talemem e tragend e olregach. Es komen canivadum begabova hifales. Quenied austing da vint hadre babunag.
Onen enie de medeni?
Ja. Bo enidem alen quened enverdem da degedach. Hadara me de hello e lochsenam va hiwenshema. Sadiu esreg e ovunag. Agis vogolaige de gomwidegach. Tegedachi edani. Ochs holaigwesa. Budrode em gasio dend ma gomon. Amen sar forkan renoma nama rentais. Demen frichtum. Cloud Teer sa ole renoigsa.
Qua awalem seg avatir.
Qua awalem seg? Buislanto.
Es velde orhelde Fradee sa betrechen en bacht. Vreg den achsim venas ent toigag.
Na toigen det samel sa frag. Es ka ir neimam sa renaiksa. Quenrent. Es queniet feshident morigan am amorden en kachnat.
Es virto. Es rade da hachuam. Velumacientem oi regade ded ja vregdent ten. Es esade sa torreda, an frictiden dentolurgi. Oiregander saloban en evregam karnat. Nazaredient. Sa ole eishon maru.
Quet budenat boy samel galansegi.
Nafra vind da hole. Es frictum em shade? Reques niu re doneesa.
Reques. Sel quediam dovoad. Toik kasurda le volanem. Esat grimoderik sa betrechan. Ami frugu vrekt reques eten.
Samel nees granton anivigem.
Es tauk. Everaid mu do hoiragi sa le volanida eluco de se. Quet sient maradi de. Es crimoderik sa betrechen. Na abalen samel sa.
Frichtid od ladoidag o Amsterdam sir. Es ad da noie. Ama sels quediam? Shaid fregabali, sient velu embiadid kaeshem.
Kaeshem. Samel nees e shaigaten. Budeja nemiut nees garantan.
Es oven varem ket. Ka olorimidach e vervelu ele, sa feshemen maru var he glendam.
Mo nemi den der e feshen. Lema ten ap kasin. Na sienten linquidau abalinis luchtos same sale wolanem. Es radeem diwed med.
Ma serchem fredes rod airagem e venam e renoixemen. Smeundo em toig de essing?
Fravintnem em es quintagent.
Fraglia dau dent, es vel em tegedem velu.
Puedes en vregus arenaixa. Hey, you! What are you doing in our river?
We're working. What does it look like?
Our people are being poisoned by something that's in the water and the fish. And that's where we find you.
Yeah, except we're miners, not poisoners. I don't know what's going on with your people, but it's got nothing to do with us. Leave and let us work.
You and your land-scoring moin are responsible for it. You won't get away with this!
Anilan, is namasanea ja vergind. Nas quintagen kasur.
Delex talesanum ammad. Vreg spors meonem oleg de quenie toixta nadas are naixa jaremen tesomend. I won't stand by and let them poison our people.
Are you looking for a fight? Because we're not going to be threatened by savages.
Let's show them what we're made of!
Esrei doneia jana krechti dandi ni anebeg.
Es volad, sag nuid nudam. Na fravindum eduven quod vregd, and ten neo quod jigidement. Es radai em tegedum enevenum. Em oiragum quod farbrend.
Na sienta garant renoixe nama selau en efficiem a radid quiquid marade?
Na, es dugem siunde jigoege de nivregued. Sag es radai em fravind quod sacht.
Lemat en longuan e venan. En longe neis luchton. Fravindet.
Vergeiu da renoixe. En sa an betrecham ja regnes dir.
Nas frus oil cair. Sag frag. Goid mu began ja latagi giam corriden sa verondent. Rename ze da he jigoig ca heveshem.
Hey, you! Where do you think you're going?
We've come to look for work. We heard you hire natives such as us.
There's been a theft, so we only let people in on recommendation. Got a name for me?
A miner called Ganimet told us to go see the chief.
I know who she is. She's been working here a long time. We can trust her.
All right. You can come in, but don't expect to be welcomed with open arms.
There's just been a landslide in the West Tunnel. Several of our men and a few natives are trapped down there.
Damn it! What bad luck! As if I wasn't already dealing with enough trouble over that thievery.
We've got to do something, or they're all gonna die.
And we'd risk killing them for certain, or even jeopardizing the whole mine if we intervene. The ground is too unstable.
But...
That's enough. I'll think about it. But I don't see what we can do for them right now. What are you doing with your arms just dangling there? Do you think we're gonna pay you just to stand there and do nothing?
Chief, they don't work for us.
No, not yet. We were hoping you could give us a job.
Sorry, but that's not gonna happen. We've got enough savages on the site as it is. Thieves and layabouts, all of them. Otherwise, we'd still have our chest, and I wouldn't be tearing my hair out wondering what I'm gonna tell the company.
Isn't ja indredent ni? Ja regent neis dalemen. A galwen da dada a mila veid.
Na ein veert mooi al to Angeline. Saget Fradee en voglede mooi, a same en slondem.
What are you talking about?
Someone stole this week's haul. All the gold we've mined over the last few days has disappeared, and I'm sure it was one of your lot who did it.
Our people would never do such a thing. This is an unjustified and absurd accusation.
It's more than a little justified. They practically left a signature. Listen, all our jobs are on the line. Until I recover what was stolen from us, I can't hire anyone.
Wait. I've got an idea that might solve our problem. Nilan is an excellent tracker, aren't you, Nilan? If you let him study where the theft took place, he'll surely be able to tell you who did it.
Na meinten on vegem da oredi saveri. Ja smeunt ni mila veid.
He's agreed to do it.
A heda!
Es Fradee da daige en mamendom neis luchtumen. Ama mens extra dag donegadi.
I don't understand the gibberish you're spouting. But why not? If I let you examine the scene of the theft, and you can prove to me that it wasn't a native's doing, I'll let you work here.
We accept. Show us the place.
Follow me. And try it this way. This is the storeroom. This is where we usually keep everything we've mined during the week before we send it to Hikmet. Those rogues forced open the door and managed to open the safe. I'll let you see for yourself, but don't touch anything.
Orgdre donesa klauem.
Ja, cochleos an aerni. Na si untendet ne sius fregusa.
Estalan beduia sesa.
Esen olei heniede men saranna me frassi. Na vorei dad.
Esalam ker. Koiden luchtmen ja toig dessa krefisa eshden.
Kremili echter ham feresam. Radio dum lewolani de hebuligem.
Ja, es virto. Es relanan kasin. Ad sisemel. Budlauer Amentag. Quetzal gaig nes luchtus da vregu fors meuni ad id bogi esa.
Nas ondone. Anon dagam essa vidbog an faredau drog. Nas folada maradion queske. Smeunem veldem oleem boda elu.
Quel shedem forduroidad emalem em nas quintag nes luchtom.
So, did your famous tracker find anything?
To force the lock on the door, your thieves use tools that our people don't have.
You need very hard tools made from metal to do it. And we only use obsidian.
Ah, you're not wrong about that. I hadn't noticed that detail. That said, they could have used tools they found here.
Maybe. But I can't see any of us using tools we're not familiar with.
Is that it?
Your storeroom reeks of blood and game. And we found this small scrap of Llewellyn hide.
Yes, and? Your kind no longer hunts, I suppose?
We only kill Llewellyns when they become aggressive. We don't eat them.
And we don't use their skins because they're no use against the cold.
Yeah, perhaps. But I'm not sure how this detail is going to help me catch my thieves. Is that it?
We found this bow at the scene. So I imagine that's what made you suspect our people.
Obviously. We haven't used bows and arrows in a long time. Your friend, on the other hand.
I'd never use such a shoddy weapon. This one was made by an idiot who has never drawn a true arrow. Even our children fashion bows of better quality.
If you say so.
That's all we could find that was worthy of note. But it seems to me that all these elements combined prove that our people are innocent, even though they try to blame us.
It appears so. In a way, it's a relief, since there are quite a few of you working here. But unfortunately, that's all it tells me, and I'm not any closer to getting my hands on our gold again. Anyway, I'll tell my boys you can work here, and I hope the captain of the fort is able to catch the thief. Thanks for your help.
Hello, Chief.
Back again? What do you want?
Why are you digging for gold? Isn't there enough in the water?
Panning for gold in the river allows us to recover a few nuggets, but it's time-consuming and there isn't much profit in it. That may have been enough for the others, but we need to be more productive. By digging underground, we go straight to the vein and can mine large quantities of metal quickly. It's more dangerous, there's waste, and it involves using other imported metals to separate it from the other ore. But without it, the mining company would never have sent so many people. It has to be profitable and fast.
What can you tell us about the Alliance's mining company?
That's the first time one of your people has asked me a question like that. The mining company was created on the continent and is very old. It's a private company, but it pays a substantial tax to the Alliance for the mining rights. It only started operations here recently, so they're keeping a very close eye on us. I hope you're not going to waste any more of my time with your questions.
You mentioned imported metals. What are they?
Yeah, it's a bit complicated to explain to savage new miners like yourselves. You'll learn more about it from your colleagues when you're a little more experienced.
We leave you to your work. Goodbye.
Right, goodbye.
Fradee oiragam dagam, da already dent.
take a trip down the river.
What's going on here?
The natives sure do swarm like vermin around here. They're gathering together to steal their livelihood.
Voorheides mij. Bakkerijden de Fradee them. Gezelkes en vrij doen nou dat wind.
Oh, there they go again. Gibbering in their horrible language.
Naradit kwam linquidames samoni soinoiga. Toiga ones luchtumen echte regu onqueses.
Keep it up, and we'll show you just how savage we can be. I'm guessing you've heard enough stories about our formidable warriors to know what we're going to do to you.
Rodit da kwets getan?
Estugem de gomegoid and rei. Limat frictum lond.
They look serious. We were just joking. Come on, don't take it like that. We'll leave the kid alone, promise. Come on, guys. We're leaving.
Het lag het way. Es duo en bereinde het mij de nelde. En ze wegen. Sme ondoen meraunde het mij.
Es loeni emboessini da vorredi dead.
Na smeuin embregandi et adiven.
Du den der roll. Sag, quod sientem queridau ent. Ma qualem frangamer, rahever. Bud marute dartom neu toixstad veti.
Farberende renoixa gleuson tardagamon. Kayedenden tene venam kasur.
Menska ir farberu wintendo tardag? Esa contortag.
Na kaidem fruskair. Samer radid sheda. nach Krektidwe.
Smeu no em tegio dendet saranaiksa dead. Essa en condiwe dach echte reguon queses.
Allora due ad even de goridau des. No set on de siet alle mi samersa.
Na fravind quodvregs da vergeu in Satulana. Es kosovlech da hanalam.
Is nu si essa? Badrade em exreg nadis. Ma asrade em quaskani.
Es lemats en longdem datugi quid siardesa. Smeumum sneg da ven reques en ewensham. Yen neme de feshon en esigem.
Puda di ori. Reg de venetolemem, sagna combinedend ca ir aninab.
Farbem e weshem nama e diwe danedau en awi. Eva aminundem e dechen alen. Ael kachen vienembi.
E vienbi?
They call it quicksilver. Sien samein quante cider. Quan naidem en aunas en essen.
Sages vir emes nem uvenag. Proud me dena fide des. Avregde e donea mer, ma analide quandamader. Abelen renees luchumen des anetusem. Sagno es treparachni.
Es jori. Naskair kom semel ke deyam quensen nes garantan.
Sienta de yigoige de nisalau. De ad hagos quahe renan yam goidem. Sienta de radidau qui, ma envel ned reisa argantibi.
Pershedam oiragade quid ne mitsuit lutan. Sag ca ir nas meunem toig da semenum. No, en veertum da onklendi emes quintog ni dead.
Mais quintag, redone nasika sur. Toig dis. Es velem toig de echterde esano.
Ja, te gedams de harigi emali. De radeda da emaradem. Confrengamis se echter.
Qua awelem seg. You can come out now. We've cleared the way.
Allora due, en us da haulto lekkavin. Smeundem hema bol med en sotulum.
Ja, allor gedwe. Verredet niet.
There you are. You dare to come back after what you've done.
Your men attacked us, calling us thieves. All we did was defend ourselves.
My men? What could have gone through their heads?
They must have mistaken them for whoever stole the gold and wanted to take justice into their own hands.
What a bunch of idiots. It cost them their lives. And for what? They should have called the guard. How tragic. Sorry for the confusion. Did you want something?
We've come to tell you that we want to stop working in your mine. Several of our people nearly died trapped in a tunnel, and you did nothing to free them. We don't want to end up like them, so we prefer to leave.
Well now, you people aren't exactly the tenacious type. Quitting at the first sign of trouble. Here's your pay for a day's work. I'm going to have to find myself some new workers. Well, what are you still doing here? Go on, get out of here. You won't get anything more.
Hello. Are you the chief of this fort?
I'm the captain, yes. Who are you?
We're from the village of Vigeshvar. My friend and I will soon be Donegada, and Sheda will soon be joining the warriors.
Vigeshvar is Minan's village, isn't it? Oh, he's a fine man. What can I do for you?
For some time now, the woods have been increasingly quiet. The game has been disappearing. Our hunters return from the hunt empty-handed more and more often. Have your hunters noticed the same thing?
We don't have any hunters at the fort. Often we buy meat from your people to feed the troops. But I know that a group of trappers has set up camp nearby. They'll be able to tell you more about that than I can.
They may even be the source of the problem.
Possibly, but be careful when you talk to them. They're a bit rough around the edges. They're not the kind of people I like to work with, but they had proper papers issued in Hikmet. Please let me know what you learn. I wouldn't want those louts to damage the good relations between the fort and the village.
Some of our people are sick. We've collected various things that may have poisoned them, and we'd like to...
This sort of thing is out of my hands. Speak directly to our doctor.
Thank you, Captain. We'll leave you to your work.
Wait! I was supposed to give your chief a gift to present to the High King of this island. However, the gift was stolen. I hope to find it in time, but unfortunately I can't make any promises.
Where did you put it?
In the storeroom, and those buggers hit hard. They smashed through the cage and wrecked the chest it was being stored in. The strangest thing is that although there were other valuables in the storeroom, they only stole that book. Anyway, if you want to go and see for yourself, don't hesitate. Just show this pass to the guard on duty.
When did the gift disappear?
A few days ago. The night after receiving the goods we were waiting for from the mainland. I checked that the book was what I was expecting, but no sooner was it put away than it was stolen.
We'll leave you to your duties, Captain. Goodbye.
Goodbye, young people.
Hello.
Are you the healer of this fort?
I'm the doctor in charge, yes. Do you need my help?
There are people in our village who have fallen ill with a strange disease. It's something we've never seen before. They suffer from headaches and dizziness, and have become so weak they must stay in bed. Others have started to show the same symptoms. We investigated to find out where it was coming from, which led us to the mine. The miners told us they use a highly toxic product, quicksilver, that they must not inhale. But we've seen them washing the gold in the river, and we think it's poisoning the water, or the fish.
When heated, quicksilver disappears completely. I'd be very surprised if the illness you speak about comes from there.
We've gathered a few things here. I believe you can test them to make sure they don't contain any quicksilver.
I really don't think you'll find any. But if it'll make you feel better, let me take a look. Where did you get these disgusting things?
The mud is from the miner's waste. We gathered it on the banks of the river that flows into the lake our village is built on. The fish came from the same river. We found it dead near a spot where our people fish.
Well, I highly doubt I'll find any quicksilver, but I'll do the porcelain test. It's going to take me a while. Would you like to wait here or come back later?
We'll wait for you.
All right, I'll get right to work. I've done the tests, and I can't believe it.
Is it quicksilver?
It is, and I can't explain it. Of course, it's possible that the miners didn't heat the mixture sufficiently before washing it in the river, or that some of the metal was spilled on the riverbank.
But I'd never have thought it could poison fish. Or the people who eat them. It's an incredible discovery.
That's all well and good, but our people are dying because of your mine and your quicksilver.
Yes, but nobody had realized it. They were indeed very careless, but there was no ill will on their part. There have been many cases of miners being poisoned. Most of the time it's because they'd breathed in the fumes. In any case, I can prepare a remedy that will help your sick. And of course, you'll have to stop fishing in the river altogether.
Die we dag fish dachi? Took them echter eshem aboy lames de nauneam.
Na, nas me when them tugd. Why do the miners risk being poisoned if they know the fumes are dangerous?
Some people think it only happens if you're clumsy, while others think they'll be fine if they take the treatment regularly. This is often true in the short term, but the long-term consequences of poisoning are almost always fatal. Yet it's hard to quench the thirst for gold. I understand that your people don't attach much importance to it. But where we come from, gold makes the world go round. Anything can be bought and bargained with gold, including lives.
What does the treatment involve?
Your patients have accumulated poison in their bodies. This treatment will help them eliminate it, but it will take time. In the meantime, they'll have to rest and stop eating fish. Would you like me to make it for you?
Thank you, but we'll have to think about it first. We need the treatment you told us about for our people who have been poisoned. Can you help us?
Of course. We'd better get started right away, since it's going to take some time. Come on, I'm going to need your help. Here you go. There should be enough to treat those who are sick for several weeks. If you need more, you'll have to come back and find me. They must drink this potion twice a day in the morning and evening. Drink a lot of water and rest. And above all, don't eat any more fish as long as the mine is active. I've told the head miners to be careful about the heating and any discharges into the water. But I can't guarantee it won't happen again. You'll all have to be patient, but those who are sick will recover.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Please. I'm only doing my job.
I'll leave you to your work. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Na siempen linquidau nemi dawina base, ogolei nes igi ar sarenaik sa ovunag. Es radei da sibe dent, a coridi dent, var hasqua wintenjedem.
Frog coridi nes igien kalagem, es velem engardum asiten en siendawi.
Abut folad emsieund me vronauar las mader kachem menam.
I'm sorry, but this area is reserved for officers of the fort.
Vet. Da lufa vanedi sare noik sene vigem. Avreku de lumen jori en olea mem.
Fravinte nas en verze.
Sages munigin arnes vale mane. Arradet mar suktire mesate.
Es folad. Sak perden sare noik se nuida lauer keni. Broeg madar kakaidu sakweni en mishedni.
Adierna hach.
Auglandaiga. Aida. Es anke nam da maured.
Oil rag de me bune de me tienasi. De jam quensend nes grantan an I vigem.
A tegeded mod. Es advarb midwis.
Lema de coeniatogit satenias. Quel skedem nase teniasem de wintenesem quels.
Na, es batem nimi dawi. Da an min mundi dau, kennegem jam renend de he talemem, fabrend meinem suliantig ja est nemam.
Galuen se argant bie. Asmeuent quantesider kaganegem sient.
Forir, es folad aned bagan, des jamished ka helada gemenebes, an neme de feshan.
On nemident feish ni anes iselem, ni ogelewolanon. De Kent, sient nama dividach fidede. Sages rade mesem reques.
Mes an voladent da diglenach kanagi. Echter arberusem nesol nemi dawi.
Na radidend dessa foladach tomam.
En sarentom, badradeida odoroida dent tasoredi samenas. Vregen me loin. Faret toisi met krechtom ovunagen nes dier. Nalen cuidandi noixa descared. Karen shantani talamiko. Sages maere sagent kaset. Se undi farberu wint ovunde men kaolad.
Ad loredar data hardan avev. Ato jo rids taran ole hennesem. Quetsiens radidau qui, ma der kahe indredoige ja fragdend var he hennesem.
Boela jona, ikiden o frangden de lucht. I mares var nes en esem daos seg bledenen di sin. En den qua glendam saer. Sag fosharedent, kasen samel teniasem. Using den tegan mar o lamkar gaidui kalem. Kombenden frason. Atuisidend da qua lui talemi en olei en yedem. An olei en yedem, kun yeden en yedend. Quasiendi beta nas frus, ai sag tegedach. Da corion, ja en yedende sin. Es da sad boy en broig da swissigem. Mesem nas namaent. En yeden renoiksa eilde en yedem sansier. An kenoidendi saulen laser si da linquidau de neisere sam. En on mil frichtemen. Orgen neis flegan, amaraden neis nadoiga. Frangen ka roila. Alugeid blau, kan nuis jedes. Ane Amsterdam es atent. Sac convenendi quenon casina qualendi talemem. Es catasach miden samele noila.
Quetsiens radidau qui, de heded mad jam fregames da hextredachta negada.
Nasted madia radider. Ested madia beeder. Ages noiba runiged. Velde quedes et quante gedi hamster. Samoidwi. Is Amsterdam an duchtag. Nasan kenam da uvunom.
Quedes ka in nadoiga?
Esent nies ena olmanawi. Sinja nadan nies en esema nies luchtum eva biem ser donegadi. Esen frichtum de en on mil frichtimen. En enig age aneman en jedi. Esent nies enegosum, a nies doige. Fandis en olegar midam, a cardis en samel carde nies dier.
Es radai ema dregum quanes torten.
Bir Teer si oleg.
Hello, Forkan.
Teer Simad. It's nice to see you again. How are you, Neelan? And you, Shader?
I'm fine.
I'm fine. Thank you, sir.
Well, did you go see Minan? Do you know a little more about the ritual you have to perform?
Yes, we've spoken to him. Mev, the Teer Kadaktas, will accompany us through the final stages of our initiation. She tested our combat skills and gave us 2 missions to complete.
Fascinating. They're undoubtedly tests to make sure you've remembered everything that's been passed on to you. Can I help you in any way?
The gold mine that's upstream is poisoning the village. They release their quicksilver into the river, which poisons the fish, the animals, and all of us.
Releasing quicksilver into the river is madness. I wouldn't have imagined it was possible for this metal to cause secondary poisoning. But every precaution should have been taken, since it's extremely toxic. What do you plan to do?
We can't just wish and hope they won't start putting the quicksilver into the water again. We need to close this mine for good. Do you have any idea what we could do?
It would take an official order to convince the mine's directors that it needs to be shut down. I could make a fake one, but if we want to be taken seriously, I'll need an official seal. But be warned, it will only be temporary. No matter how good a counterfeit I'm able to make, they will eventually figure things out, and the mine will reopen.
Will the fort have one of those seals you mentioned?
They might, but they won't give it to you, even if you ask nicely. You'll have to steal it. You know what they look like, don't you?
I remember when you showed me your family seal.
You'll be looking for something like that, but bigger. Official seals are always more complicated. Is there anything else?
Goodbye, Forkan.
See you later. I'm sure you'll carry out the tasks entrusted to you brilliantly.
Thank you.
Burgleo e wencha suis locos disoleg.
Siens radida umoi, da mader casas noi selenam, jam vorvarshede dunkas da veru varas?
Es clodag suis havanen enen ole genesem. Dawint eged disamel varchantan. Vorvarshe dunkas nesval. Dad va vunget sorgei dama asiter quasa vigem. Dava overshedi aberuva has snorselnas dedmadal. Sagnuid ed loxen enig vrevegem. Ag esme eduven essa en camoroisi. Fritid gobanon da goidu morkedi. Sagna men radedau de dam.
Adiern tafloin.
Odiern.
Es oleg loen me da elo duis sarenta. Quetient vregu da oredi duis.
Verwoidem jagam ja tesuidad suis haglidon. Ka ola da voreidad si da suis jigam. Ami frogu, es sed kad frag ragau en evemam. Abud redei emna estefation de henneban se vegem.
Lemat esi fashion, ja vreg niet hen?
Snegda ven neman ana wenshem, jam estefation. A quanes dem entan nees ielem, ex redem ten kaer. Es i goig ana den renoixa ja fravinsa nemam, ag arulamoy de jagam.
Fravinde da klosta en agledon suis luchtos, a voglendi dent. Es balg me duis.
Ad lochedar adiern. Vregdem quets meundem da vuie de vel.
Quel sheid em jegidade oleden.
Qua awalem seg arenta.
Ko awelem seg adiern.
Quan berda de hawalem var hasarenta.
Oh, what do you want? Move along! Chop chop! No one's allowed near the storeroom.
The captain gave us a pass to examine the place our king's gift was stolen from.
Let's have a look. Okay, fine. You can come in.
Were you on duty during the break-in? Did you see anything?
No. I'd done the rounds. It was dark. I was just sitting there when all of a sudden I was bashed on the head. When I came to, the cage was open and it was too late.
I find it very strange that you didn't see anything. You're a guard. It's your job and you didn't even see a silhouette. Are you sure you've told us everything?
Promise you won't rat me out to the captain. I'm risking a lot. 3 masked men, big types, armed, suddenly surrounded me that night. Before knocking me out, they made me swear I'd keep my mouth shut. It was either that or die. I agreed. And when I came to, I was so ashamed I preferred not to say anything.
Where exactly was the gift?
In a chest, which is placed in a kind of cage we use to store precious objects. Everything was locked, but they forced the cage open and broke the chest. Real brutes.
Was anything else stolen?
No, but there were other valuables that would have been much easier to sell off. But who knows? Maybe those thieves had a thing for precious books.
Tranegd donne quesesa. Ca ad richtum est dugem faberder da Hungary neu camidu reques. A tege da genesa.
Es quest renaixamen. Forvar shed moi renaixa quedeset. Et tauisa kaulat.
Buddag da orvarshedi ad nonemen de esa. Da oglendi quedesa ques, a quedes ad abru carnad. Reg der ca irser novlogum. Org der samel kanganon.
E share ud bine da dag de made me beg samel sa. Sags mewinem farberdu koished beg atach.
Hello, Captain.
Hello, young people. Is there a problem?
While searching the storeroom, we found this object. Do you know what it is?
May I see that? It's a bolt cutter. They must have used it to force the cage open. Normally, this type of tool is used to repair machinery. Maybe the Intendant can tell you who borrowed it. He keeps records of that kind of thing.
We'll leave you to your duties, Captain. Goodbye.
Goodbye, young people.
Good day. Are you the Intendant?
Indeed. How can I help you?
I'm trying to recover our High King's gift, which was stolen from the storeroom.
This break-in is an embarrassment. What will people think of the Alliance now? The captain was furious. Anyway, I'd be glad to be of assistance, if need be.
We found this tool in there. The thieves left it on the ground. We believe it was used to break in.
Yes, it's a bolt cutter. We use them to repair machinery.
The captain suggested checking your records to see who last borrowed one.
Let me take a look. It was last borrowed by the woodsmen who work on the hill overlooking the docks. I remember now. They said they needed it to fix a jammed cartwheel. But come to think of it, it's not the best tool for the job.
Did you see or hear anything during the break-in?
No, I was asleep when it happened. Unfortunately, I won't be of any use to you in that matter.
Do you have tools in your inventory capable of smashing a chest?
That would depend on the chest. A hammer and chisel might do the trick, but it would take time and be noisy. If it's a wooden chest, an axe would be a quick but risky way of opening it.
Did the woodsman behave strangely?
No, but I don't really check on them. All that interests me is how they and others use the equipment. And I have nothing to complain about. They're careful. Well, until they borrowed the bolt cutter, that is.
Do you think the woodsman could be responsible for the theft?
I doubt it. Why would woodsmen steal a book? Even though it's a precious book, they'd have a hard time selling it off. If men like that decided to break into the storeroom, they'd steal other things. Although, admittedly, they were the last ones to borrow the bolt cutter. Maybe someone stole it from them.
We will leave you to your work.
That's certain. There's always more work here. Hello.
Did you know that someone broke into the fort storeroom?
I heard about the incident, yes. And what does it have to do with you? Is the captain hiring natives now?
The stolen item was intended as a gift for our king. We'd like to find it. Could you answer a few questions?
Why not? But make it snappy, we've got work to do.
We found this bolt cutter on the floor of the storeroom that was broken into. According to the intendant's records, the last person to borrow it was you.
Yeah, but so what? We needed to fix a jammed wheel. Someone must have stolen it before we could return it to the intendant, and then they used it to break into the storeroom.
Your story doesn't add up. All the evidence points to you, and I'm sure it'll be enough to convince the captain to question you. Are you sure you wanted to come to that? Confess and explain yourself. We'll listen to what you have to say. Don't expect the same treatment from others.
You're not wrong. You'll probably be more understanding than the captain. We did steal the book. Oh, we should have been more careful.
Why did you steal the book? Does it contain secrets?
No. It's just a nice gift intended to appease your king and promote the Bridge Alliance. But we know their maneuvers. Here and on the mainland. We know how they work. They seduce with their so-called scientific progress, showing only their best side. But it's merely to better enslave you, to destroy your beliefs and your spiritual life. My country on the mainland has been fighting them for centuries. We can't let them win here. That's why we couldn't allow your king to receive this gift. We have nothing against you. On the contrary. But you should be warned. We won't let ourselves be taken alive.
This clearly doesn't involve our people, only those from the mainland.
Komaros. Quiesman a enviert sa renoixa, a wind keton. Nas var ni vregus a frausaus. Bosa farnas tenes valem da veru de da herigam ach. Es vare quinidau.
I've heard your arguments, Milan, but I really believe that we shouldn't get embroiled in these foreign disputes. Keep the gift.
Minon will be angry with us for making this choice without consulting him.
Thank you. We're leaving this camp now. We can't risk being discovered by the captain. May the Enlightened's blessing be upon you.
Hello, Forkan.
Teer Simad. Can I help you in any way?
We found the fort's seal. I hope it will do.
Can I see that? Yes. This will work quite nicely for a fake order to close the mine. Here you go. I must admit, I'm rather proud of myself. In any case, I'd better take it to the mine myself. They'll be more likely to believe it if the message is delivered by someone from the Alliance.
I thank you on behalf of the whole village.
Is there anything else?
Goodbye, Forkan.
See you later.
Tu so ider caire moi ragdam yagam, danes garantan vigi.
Mekasin. Sag no es Fradee mengaredem es sitenem ol siendawi.
Es kom samel sadalan, mines karenon mar erni.
Smeons emes ja krechtident amaradent a hole mila.
Es ma hovunam, ja.
What are you doing here? This is our camp. We've got all the permits we need to hunt as much as we want, so get out of here.
The traps you set everywhere are killing all the animals in the woods without distinction. Soon there won't be any more game to hunt.
Yeah? And? Why should I care?
Why kill more than you need? We depend on hunting too.
More than we need. But our need is infinite, child. We don't just kill these critters for food.
The skins bring in a fortune, and we're not about to give them up. You'll just have to go hunting further afield, which we'll soon be doing too, by the way.
We'll be back.
Right. Get out of here. We won't miss you.
Es samel tenyasem. Ja marad olen atlerksaranaiksa. Es velda goridi dent var haskwa hemar.
Es ra anilain. Es kommen kad quadradid et yernahar. Es velda degedach da airagides. Renad arlam kasi.
Hello, Captain.
Hello, young people. Is there a problem?
The trappers are killing all the animals in the forest. Soon there won't be anything left to hunt.
I understand that it troubles you, but they have valid permits. Unfortunately, I can't help you there.
We'll leave you to your duties, Captain. Goodbye.
Goodbye, young people.
You again. Can't you leave us to work in peace?
We have many warriors in our clan. And since you're a threat to our survival, we won't hesitate to attack. You'll be dead. And this camp will be destroyed before the fort lifts a finger. Do you think they'll risk going to war for a bunch of trappers?
Calm down. We didn't mean to threaten anyone's survival. We're leaving. Quickly, come on, lads. Let's pack up and get out of here.
I vedon marak.
Berde hawel si varhas. Quod sient vregudis.
Flede ma dorten jam ad noedes dani. Tege den da deloiga ja orgend biem en nesedon. A dore de men ja nemidend nesigem.
Tug dedels londem sa tortomen.
Veldem teugend ne solei morkedon de heronoikse.
Bo eren tom sa vegam. Sag bo san ma prok.
Qued crectit nes dalem, crectit nes luctum casin. Ag toigt qued crechtin nes luctum, de he crectum nes dalemi. Minundi dender e dau cogahogos. Quan bined drogacht on bined anail.
Mad. Esquai samal donegada. Es radai da naraja vogel na nama suis luchtus. Sag suis derikasan. Anset sa torten fleded. Da gongaidi es milanes enesis.
O radai da haruigi began loolanon.
Es redendet ad doigag. Fare dehet hungridon menas.
Bad vel da oreld maradident. Es radeem es fornet e dagam feroleg. Sag vogliendade sakahamen. Es koyuang sieduven. Es veldis ta regu vasem no. En baragem bode de madja torebad suiso glendi. Komaroi sande toflan ame disene kuem suisi ane vigem.
Ad loredar avev. Data harlam ata orkeni.
Ad lochedar ad yernahach. Velames to en baregem.
Es radai ema dregum quanes torten.
Bir Teer si oleg.
Velo leg mooi de sa betre gaan veid. Targend me.
Son slan ariden ger. Breg vasem dag. Es radeem es arulam yen baregem.
Samslan. Delegs vasem everole jam fledes sadiu.
Lagoju de lochsun suis brodiden. Komfringam rambargam.
Oh, adregdes. Es ankanam de reikwesta?
Sameles dug radid redone quadavev ad noeda diernaha. Dau torten dani danes oglendi.
Fravindu forvashed tada ledach reichwes. Sag na fravindu bu dau torten?
Esent da dugi quai siende sitten, ag oiragi de qued tenoisem quensen nes grantene vigi. Aca guanoidactum? Bo radai de hoiragi dad redi da sadau morcedum.
Ariag des de quid teniasum, quensen morden slana a morgan?
Ja, toig de hevenem sius varhenab, farber de meno gemenem ol nemi dawi. Sag oiragdum jagam? Namen no, bud radai da orheld vide feshi ansafegem.
Esco gato, cagovir samelta dadum. Ag eragded casin qued vreg sideno esiteni? Farid mena sientem fidi feshi.
Remden de loigadalan on ole henediem fresi. Maradand niu, krekteden on ole vila echter hanoidu. Sag flegem da regu tegedakident. Frag sloiden ole wiem de hefrasem karedem.
Quid amanten? Es serenoigsa ca ihr betrechen echta henquena. Es ad valgted me. Duis. Abud balgted dad casin. Es valda degerach daragu vassinu. Es daugam bos iridiu.
Qua awalem seg avatir.
Qua awalem seg. Buislanto. Oh, adregdes. Es ankanan de requesta?
Qua awalem seg avatir.
Qua awalem seg. Buislanto.
Beur Teer tomad. Quel sheiden korsedes mad. Es ko vifo medag nilanda degedach vrego edit madi. Em toigdak om frangidem an evaren.
Estiu puisik dani. Anna meint vregu komarosi tierni toflani age dierna hach.
Qua cantabet saritenga? Began im nedag? Questuirat dat man nament en on mil frichtimen faret dat vinundan kaherenaixa.
Diwed anilan. Kon amduget samelsin estoye nas donegat. Anon dagam. Ma medend meva toflan emes arulam anes es ede. Es mor echtrag da neis genissim luchtum je berden en smila.
Berdunta helga de samelsin.
Es quadradides. Sag koldund ne widunt der wind dierno. Echs redden veid adiven. Atosiden indredau evrages. Es Amsterdam da degedacht dem. Nas jen toigi en kuem. Sagbut kadme en smilmoa. Vogelam et.
Sel quasadeluan. Es allen ent. Vregender are donegada de frag. Dare nau es enogesous e corei.
Exianat sadelu everam den henon mil friktemen. Quans negdat gred, ol flinachi caveram, vrede luchtum mare saidum, vregd tegwidau on indre doigimen, sa casinaget fel corayon, da hairagi tirimenui. Es nes luchtum farilach, fis henade feshimar, ever diuan forvornedi, al farwedi are dichtam de henon mil friktemen, oi ragdent twint bali emnui, echs red nes gorea shantam lag, en comem sa amsteras. Es in velm, nes loctum ja serda feshemar, das joun serdenda dichtam, de henon mil friktemen, quadira ol farguedi aredegen.
Esa Oglendaiga. Skylidis enelon de Suis meono a angerdis Suis gred dahetir. Eglunidis esa. Aenon mil frichtime, clos deis a andervash tarenta, men and dog, men and dog, men and dog. Exregdis as sonigada shantamellag. Men mer como leno enigadachtam de henon mil frichtime. Essi ad rodam agad sosantam varatir. Es comom casi nadach de doleg.
God, cantabede.
Jori. Ol andiuchtau cassin. Contabeit e crimoderem, age puisom jarement varnes hualam.
Es samel ma atsion ed magred. Kahenole henesem da hamstram.
Essina maene tusem suis largi. Asonaigada. Boloen meembo mi casienza amstaram sisamel. Sages radeem tegeid. Adoflein tegeid. Tocatao glendaiga. Siens poed balk.
Esme ed. Bo bledenem emana kaiden shantan lag donigada. Bird Teer to oleg, amev.
Ad loreda da buid kani. Ko awlem seg.
Quavelam seg, adierna.
Es dogem toretsui. Es an farsche dia dedman. Es velem adregem quahe vigem.
Show them what we're made of!
Give me that, imbecile. The orders were blatantly clear. You were to take them alive.
Not at the price of the lives of my men.
Quitters. What is this ritual?
Toiktwint sonegat kai quen fetenida hilnau det cassin? Vrek de questam, farque der sheda. Na fravint quedes et buiet fis vregu dani.
I am sorry. You must be thirsty.
Yori saben. Nas samel an oilan.
Nas munigin armanse. Anet renaikse. Ja farges ni.
Es volad. Sag echt so bud pigneg. Anabali tartous ni enoli hamem. Enta venteyam. Farberdai seded madia amberdend danita quet.
Na fravint. Na fravintnem. Quiesem kaidendet renaiksa donegada. Sagnain virtwint hadem. Hages ovun varemem bert neudam dagdani.
Aheda, nas matto. Help!
Help!
Please, please! Our friend is ill!
Come quickly!
Sheda! Oh, no. 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 No, Sheda, Sheda. Oh. Oh.
Havrana, Komaros sent, se hangom da doiki.